Hello everyone, this is going to be a video for Libra for January 2016. Before I start, I wanted to say Happy New Year and Merry Christmas. Hope you had a great holiday. This is going to be a regular reading with a 5-card spread, and rather than doing an entire year spread for 2016, I was told to use 2 cards from 2 different decks to give the overall energies for the year. I was told that there is too much movement throughout the entire year, so giving specific information for a specific month was going to be a little bit too rigid. So that's what I'm going to go with, and I hope you like it and I hope it makes sense to you. Okay, before I start, also thank you so much for subscribing, for sharing, for watching, for your comments. I really do appreciate it. Without your comments and without you watching, this would make no sense. So thank you so much. So let's get started. With the position, or in the position of what's happening right now, what we have is a card that's called Spiritual Strength. But this card is shown to me in reverse. Okay, and as always, I go back and ask my guide what this message is pertaining to. And what he's saying to me is that whoever this message is for, you are experiencing trying times in your home. I hear the word home and I hear the word relationships. I'm being shown a scenario within a home environment. There may also be situations with friends and family and with work, but I'm being shown home as the most important one that I want to focus on. So something is happening right now where your own inner strength is being challenged, where you are feeling perhaps a little bit uprooted in your belief systems. And I feel that this is also connecting to someone you either live with or share your life with, and something has either happened or is happening that is making you feel that something is off. Okay, so that's what's happening right now. Don't let this concern you too much, because we'll see what's going to be happening in the coming future. But that's what's happening right now. Where you're coming from, or what this is connecting to, we have the card called Awareness. And again, this is a major arcana card, which means there is a substantial message to this. And it is number 1, which means beginnings. But this card was also shown to me in reverse. Okay, and what is being said to me is that he's saying to me that careless mistakes have been made in the recent past. And I hear the words 3 months. I also want to go with 3 weeks. Not so much 3 years, but let's just go with the number 3. I heard first and foremost 3 months. So some kind of careless mistakes have been made, either by you or by somebody else that you reside with or you share your life with, that is causing you to feel uprooted right now in your belief system. This is the second time I heard this phrase, belief system. So this is what you're coming out of, or what is causing you to feel the way you do. Okay, and I'm hearing the word home again. So this is pertaining to somebody who's dealing with a home situation first and foremost. Like I said earlier, this could pertain to work, but I want to focus on home here. Okay, I also am feeling, and I'm being shown, I feel like my hands are tied behind my back and I don't know what to do or where to proceed next. And there is a sense of confusion, and I also feel that you there's a feeling of being caught off guard about something. So if you were not aware of something, okay, then it would make sense that you feel like you were caught off guard with something that came up to surface. But that's what you're coming out of, or what is causing you to feel this way. So let's see what's coming up for you in the near future. So in a position of a near future, or in the next 3 months, within the next 3 months, what we have the card called Base Chakra. And if you know anything about chakras, and I have mentioned this in my other videos, we have 7 major energy centers. This is the very first one that is located at the very bottom of our spine. And this particular center concerns or is connected to how we feel about our environment and about the safety in our world, or how safe do we feel in our own world. And what this is saying to me is that whatever you're dealing with right now, and I feel like I gave this reading to another sign, which is very strange, but whatever you're feeling right now is going to, remember I said the word uprooted? Well, this is called the root chakra. So it's interesting that he asked me to use those words before this card even came up. But you're going to feel slightly uprooted because of the events that you have been experiencing, again, over the last 3 months, okay? The number 3 is very important here. But he's saying to me, don't let this sway you from making a very important decision. And he's making me feel like the decision that you're going to be making is going to be quite significant and also life-changing. There is a possibility of you making a decision where you have to leave something or someone behind. And this something or someone, I feel, is no longer serving your greater purpose or is hindering you in some way, shape, or form. And you will be feeling that in the next little while, but I also feel this is going to force you, for lack of a better word, to make some drastic decisions and choices that are, he says, long overdue. Okay, so that's what's happening within the next 3 months, 3 to 4 months. In your distant past, what we have is a card of, interesting, it's called solar plexus, okay? And this card is very much at the center of our being, or our gut, not our gut, right? Just underneath our rib cage. And this center, or this chakra, is responsible for the feelings of I am. And because it's shown to me in reverse, it's saying to me that you have felt unsure of yourself. You have felt unsure of your environment, how you fit into your environment. You have felt unsure about who you are and what you deserve or don't deserve. So there's very much a connection to, can I say self-esteem, or how you feel about your worthiness. So this is representative of someone who feels unsure of their own sense of self. And incidentally, it is very connected to the cards before that talked about you being caught off guard by someone who said something or did something that you were not aware of, that is now making you feel like the ground underneath you is not very firm. So, but remember, you're coming out of this. It doesn't mean the future is bleak for you, okay? The card I'm always most excited about is the card in a distant future, or what is awaiting you out of all of this. And the card that we have is called the Truth. This is another major arcana card. You have 2. This is card number 20, but it's shown to me in reverse again. And I'm going to ask what he is trying to say. What he's saying to me is that you will need to decide for yourself whether you want to look at the truth or whether you want to paint a picture for yourself that is imagined. And I'm going to ask him to say it to me slightly different, because it's not really making too much sense to me, and therefore may not make too much sense for you. He's saying you have to look squarely at the facts and not make decisions blindfolded. And he's making me feel whoever this reading is for, there is a sense I get that you are either not willing to look at the truth, or you are in denial. And he's saying that if you don't look at the situation as what it is, you're going to end up right back where you started. And I don't get a sense that it's a very good place to be. He's saying that the truth is a commodity you cannot afford to lose at this time, or you cannot afford to bypass. It is really important that you dig into your own intuition for the answers you're looking for. Because yes, there may be confusion. You're not quite sure what to do. You're feeling maybe like you were taken off guard, or something happened where you feel you were off guard. So I see how there's a sense of confusion and how it's causing you to feel uprooted, but unless you look at the truth and unless you look squarely at the situation, you're going to be fooling yourself going forward. And whatever the situation is, you're not going to get out of it and make it better unless you make some major decisions pertaining to how you see things in your life. Okay? There's very much a sense here of not wanting to see something for what it is and hoping it is something that it's not. Okay, so don't take this as a negative reading. It is not. It is being just said to you, look, this is what's happening. It may not be what you asked for, but you do have choices here, and you do have free will, and you can make choices that can make things better for you. But you have to be prepared to be honest with yourself in the situation. Okay, so that's what's happening now. Incidentally, as I'm finishing this reading, I'm getting the number 7. I don't know how 7 connects to you, but somehow number 7 is significant to you. 7 years, number 7 month, birth 7, something about 7. It could be many different things, but somehow 7 in the address, license plate. There's something about 7 that's really important to you. Okay, and I'm actually seeing repeated 7s all over the place. What he's saying to me, that the number 7s, if you see 7s being repeated, I want to say it's almost like angels are trying to say to you, you are not alone in this, okay? And they have your back. So somehow 7s are of importance. Now, this is January. It went beyond January because it covers the next few months. But I want to talk about the overall energies for 2016. So the first card that represents the overall energies is victory and success. Finally, something positive. So despite what's happening right now, and despite some of the doors that you might be closing either now or in the near future, and despite the fact that your ground is feeling shaky right now and you're not feeling at your best, victory is at hand, okay? And something about the number 6 is very important to you, or is supposed to be important to you. I'm being told that the number 6 represents family, so perhaps this situation is family related or connected to a family situation. So success is, or victory is inevitable, but you do have to put some work into you before things can get better, okay? And I'm being told you will do it. There is a bit of a reluctance on your part to do it, but victory is inevitable at the end of the day. So that's the first card. The second card is from a different deck, and it's from the Angels deck. And the second card says, it's Archangel Daniel. And the card says, I am the angel of marriage, and I am assisting you right now. So remember when he said to me that 6 represents number of family, and this is Daniel is helping you with marriage. Perhaps you are dealing with a situation that involves marriage. Nonetheless, over the next 12 months, you will be guided to either strengthen your existing marriage or find marriage or a situation that is going to be beneficial for both parties. So this is a great message for 2016 because the energies are very much aligned with you having victory and you having help with respect to being healed in the marriage department or in the relationship department. Okay, so very good reading, very powerful reading. I have to tell you, this is the 7th reading I have recorded, and pretty much most of the signs are going through some kind of situation where they're closing doors so other doors can open. So this actually doesn't surprise me. And I don't believe in negative readings. I don't get negative messages. Some messages are a little bit heavier than others. This may feel like it's a heavy message, but it's there to tell you what needs to be done so that you don't have to feel heavy, moving forward. So take this as a tool to help you organize your world so that you don't have to deal with this mess again. Whatever the mess is, I was told to use the word. Okay, I hope this makes sense. Let me know this by your comments. I look forward to reading to you in February. Also, if you would like a specific reading particularly for you, the information is down below. And thank you so much for all of you who have booked a reading. You know who you are. Also, every Sunday starting tonight, January 3rd, I am doing live readings on a radio show with another medium for 2 hours, and you are welcome to call and get a free reading if that's what you wish. And also the information is down below. Thank you again so much. Thank you for watching. Thank you for prescribing. I look forward to seeing you again, and best of luck. Bye.